spotlight on the women creating an impact, leading organizations, and mission-focused strategic programs across the federal technology and consulting community. This is Impact. So I'm being joined today by Gloria Fenwick, Operations and Strategist at the U.S. federal government, as well as small business owner. Gloria, thank you for hopping on to join us today.
Thank you, Marianne, for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity today.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about what you do at the federal government. And I know you said you're going to be retiring soon and then moving into your small business. Tell me a little bit more about what your plans are.
Thank you. So my plans, I currently work at the federal government, been there for over 21 years. I am a operations officer and strategist supporting the government, work along our DOD colleagues, if you will, and services, as well as other members of the intelligence community.
Now, what professional experiences have you found most rewarding in shaping your professional journey, and how have they positively influenced your leadership style?
Yes, I am a retired Army Master Sergeant, and I would say that the 20 years career that I had in the military really shaped who I am today. I had the awesome opportunity of working with some really squared away, focused individuals throughout my time. Now, that's not to say the entire career was peachy cream, but it was a career that is very memorable, and I believe it shaped me. If I had to focus on or find one opportunity or position that I had while I was in the military, I would have to say when I was selected as the first female United States Army ever to serve as an operations officer for the National Capital Region. Not only was I the operations officer for the Emergency Operations Center, but also for the Funeral Operations Center. So why is that important? Not the fact that I was selected as the first female, is the fact that I had a small team that was a mighty, strong, intelligent, focused team, but just the responsibilities that we had. Those responsibilities encompass taking care of our American heroes, elderly, all the way up into the ages of 21, to help and support our active duty military and their family members. Having that opportunity to do that, as well as looking at the leadership style that I had applied, not even knowing that it was servant leadership at the time. It was given the breadth and knowledge, embracing that in my employees, providing that empowerment, if you will, to them, and watch them flourish was really the pivotal moment for me. And it helped me to move forward into my next career.
That's very impressive. And one of the things that I really enjoy asking people that have been in the military many years, what was your favorite place that you were stationed?
Favorite place I was stationed was Europe.
Really?
I have to say, hands down. Had an opportunity to learn many cultures in a condensed space, from Belgium to Germany to England to Netherlands. I just had an outstanding time there, learning the culture, meeting a lot of different employees there. And I can't leave out the food, right?
Yes, I was going to say, good food always helps with a good location. Absolutely.
Yes.
So what methods do you use to stay inspired and continue your growth as a leader? And how do you turn challenges into opportunities?
Great. Methods I use for me is really simple, and I'm able to use that in my career in the military. As I said, I spent 20 years in the military. I've spent over 11 years as a government contractor and another 10 plus years as a government employee. And as I transition over, because I'm not finished, I'm not following the convention method of being retired. I'm not done yet. And there's a lot more that I can do and offer with my colleagues and also with the federal government and commercial government as well. So I kind of follow this pattern, if you will. I'm going to stay connected to the why. Why am I keep going? Why do I want to continue to stay in this business? What is my mission and vision for my company, Fusion Advanced Technology? Why do I want to do that? I want to research opportunities, not only opportunities of potential teaming partners. And I've learned this through my career. You want to research the organizations you're going to work at. In the military, you want to research where do you want to travel, what kind of jobs you want to take, what's going to help you in your career, but more important, what's going to push the mission forward. Networking with potential opportunities of teaming with people. You want to find companies that match along your personality, your ethical standards, your morals. You want to make sure that you want to team with the right folks. The other thing is I want to make sure that I seek out trusted members. I want to have good mentors and good coaches. I pride myself on when I joined the military as a young 18-year-old out of Baltimore, Maryland, that you want to look at folks that you want to follow. And you want to also watch folks that you don't want to follow because you don't want to make the same mistakes that they made. So I've always seeked out mentors that I could talk to and work with and rely on, as well as executive coaches. I also pride myself on, as I am ending my career in the federal government, I'm still coaching and mentoring young employees. And I plan on doing that until they say I got enough, right? So I just want to always be that role model for them. And that's something I teach my daughter as well. The other thing is I want to be hands-on in my business. I've been hands-on in the military. That's just my style. And I just realized, Marianne, I'm not going to change. And I don't think that's a part of me I want to change. I want to stay hands-on, not be the master of that particular craft, but I want to be knowledgeable what's going on in my company. And as I have my ecosystem in place, I want to make sure I continue to have that dialogue so I understand what's going on. Not so much to make sure that they're taking care of my company with me in their particular technical role, but I want to make sure I'm informed of what's going on.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Now, you were the first woman in your role. How can organizations continue to create more supportive environments to nurture and mentor women to become emerging leaders and ensure a vibrant and inclusive leadership pipeline?
I think a great example is the event that you had last week, right? The Leadership Forum for Women. I think that's a great organization to have women together. As we talked about a little bit before, I would like to see more of those events, even breakout sessions. Now, mind you, I understand everyone's busy. Everyone's trying to grow their business. Everyone is in customer spaces. I mean, if we could do something maybe in the evening, whether it's a chat, small little pockets of groups, I think that's just going to grow opportunities. LinkedIn is a great place for it. Podcasts are another one. I think that just gives an opportunity for us to sit and talk and share the aha moments, to meet us where we are. Because today I'm a young company, but tomorrow I won't be. So in order to create a pipeline for young women to come through and know that they can see themselves in me and other women that are doing outstanding work in this space, we have to start early and have conversations early. I am very lucky that when I started this business that as a government employee, I saw it from the other side. So I had the ecosystem in place. I had the wherewithal and the knowledge to see it from different points of view. But I still seeked out mentors, and that's what's helping me along the way now. I have some awesome mentors that's showing me things. But it would really help if we were in groups to where people could be more transparent and say, you know what, today was a bad day and here's why. And this is how I overcame it.
And that's what I'm sort of trying to achieve with this podcast is share people's stories. And if someone's listening, they're like, oh, I can really relate with Gloria. They can reach out to you and you guys can connect and they can find mentorship. And I really like that option.
Great idea. And I'm all in for this. It's a great idea. I love it.
Yes. Now, what exciting trends or developments in the workplace do you believe will positively shape the future of leadership? And how can leaders best prepare to embrace these changes?
Ever since COVID, I can't foot stomp enough. There's the remote and the hybrid work environment. I don't know how doable that's going to be in the intelligence community and DOD, but any opportunity we can do that, we will. But then we also have to be knowledgeable and aware that the isolation that it could bring as well. If you have employees, if you're not connecting with them and having sessions and, having work lunches in person, visiting your employees, then that could be the downside. So we can't get too busy. We can't forget the folks that's supporting us, right? Because the whole idea is that you want to prepare them so they can move forward and then eventually own their company. At least that's my motto.
Yes.
Another one is AI. AI is not new. It's just a new flavor. I tease my daughter all the time that we've had artificial intelligence forever if we go back to the cable box, right?
Yeah.
Dating myself. DVRs, when you actually had that big brick in your room. I mean, the black box in the airplane in your cars. I mean, AI has been there.
Yes.
When my daughter says, no, Alexa's the first one. I was like, okay. But just being able to embrace that and trying to stay connected to the automation. Of course, DEI. Not one great idea or experiment or creation can be performed by just women or just men, right? Or from a particular culture or language. It just can't. I think that we need to embrace that and stay focused on that, no matter, and I'm not getting political, but no matter the election, right? Yes. We just have to understand and be nimble enough to be aware that that's important to employees, especially the last two generations that's come through. It's important to them because they don't get caught up in all the other baggage that us older folks have endured.
Yeah, that's true. Gloria, is there anything else you would like to add?
I would just like to say, most importantly, I really appreciate this opportunity. I am looking really forward to connecting. Someone has said last week on your panel, networking is exhausting. But it's definitely the return on investment is just outstanding. I would say that don't give up, stay focused, in your business. And if you're a government, and you're helping contracting companies, get started and being able to find other companies to partner with, please be patient with us. And, we're all here to help each other. But more importantly, we're here to provide a service or a product, to the federal government or the commercial environment. That's why we're here, right? And if we stay focused on that and stay focused on our people, that execute that mission for us, I think that we'll be fine.
That's perfect. Well, Gloria, thank you for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity again. I'm looking forward to the events in the future and any way I can help.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast so you're keeping up to date on the latest episodes, and learn more at govforum.io.